I don't have any music because reasons. First of all, I don't want to spend 10 years in prison because I used the wrong version of Auld Lang Syne or whatever. So, you know, fuck this hobby profession thing. Um, and I don't know if anybody's gonna come and join, but I think that the sensible way to do this is to raid, regardless of the fact that I'll be doing it by myself. Look at this. I don't. Who is this tiny person in my humongous shirt? Which is also not probably correct. Do I have a New Year's? I don't have a New Year's shirt. Didn't they have New Year's beer shindigs? Because most of my clothes are beer shindig clothes. All my extra large T-shirts are anyway. I'm waiting for the notification to pop up, even though it's not necessarily likely. And I suppose I should do this and then have them come to me, and then I'm going to be hosting because it's a raid? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Somebody get me Jeff Bezos on the phone immediately. Merp. Merp the description as well, because that's necessary. We are constructing the hook, as it were. This. Yes, and then that is happening now, apparently. Okay. Against my better judgment, I am doing that over here as well. And I'll do it over there, and then I will raid. Maybe people will come, maybe they won't. Here. Here. Throw it in here too, but she makes up like 10% of the population of this entire Discord. And it's her party, so like I don't know. Maybe I'll do it anyway. Post in the general. Okay, and yes, the auto has gone through. All of that has happened. I'll give this maybe, I don't know, a couple of minutes, but there's no music. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Then I'll get a drink, go to the bathroom, and we'll see what happens. No, folder, yes. Fuck, in terms of lobby music. You will require volume. I think we'll raid before we get all the way through, probably, so. Alright. Maybe people will come, maybe they won't. go so far. Okay. I don't know if anybody's coming. Okay. This. Shit. I forgot that was open. Give me back Streamlabs. No, do not minimize. I've forgotten to do something. Bachelor's degree is in the way of my cable, which is necessary for the observation device. I also forgot to unmute the desktop audio. That might be embarrassing later. Okay. Observation device is primed. Number of G's complicates matters. Invalid username. Okay, so that is not. Try again. Success.
Not to repeat 2020.
I don't really make New Year's resolutions because I don't know. My life.
Hello.
The last couple of years.
I just noticed you can't see what's on my lap.
Oh, well, we can now.
As I was saying, over the last couple of years, I don't know. I've realized that like life changes so fast and weirdly, and you never know what the hell is going to happen. So, I try not to set expectations that I don't know if I can meet.
Is that it? Okay. Sorry, she wasn't very obliging apparently.
The puppy and Emily both left the stage. Whoops.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, there. Oh, hello, Raiders. How are you doing?
Hey,
Raiders on
Raiden.
Emileigh's channel, rather. Hello.
Oh, yeah, these co-streams sometimes is confusing when you're like, what window am I supposed to look at right now?
Which chat? Which chat?
Yeah,
I
who's
mean,
that? Who's
I
that?
have
Hey, Amira.
I have both mine and Emileigh's up at the same time, so it's not that challenging for me at least.
Okay, so who has the live footage for the ball drop?
Not me.
I might be able to get
I
it.
do. I have it on Twitter.
There are some YouTube clips. Which animal were you thinking?
I have it. It's going to be live on, they're running it through Twitter.
A little meows.
Hello, Rihanna.
So I want to make sure we see it. Yeah. There it is. Oh no, the cat's like, what are you doing? It's so undignified. Oh. Look at that big pretty thing.
You can get comfy.
Oh.
He is very comfy.
We probably all feel like that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I love you. Are you sleepy? Do you want to sleep? Is that a no? Oh, he doesn't like to be
Wow.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big cat.
He is a big cat.
Yeah, big kitty. Big.
He's about the same size as our dog, too. Oh, maybe I can get her in here.
Hey, thanks, Riendes. Happy New Year's to you, too. Also, hi, curses and prayers.
Happy
Hello.
New Year.
My peeps are coming in, so
Cool.
hello from Amira Shifra, the changeling, is saying hello to you.
Hello.
I need to stop.
And Emily looks just absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
So
Agreed.
they can drop frames all day and it won't make a bit of difference. It's pure mermaid. You're giving us pure mermaid.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is
I
pretty
was
awesome.
I didn't want to, like, dye my hair because I didn't want to, like, deal with bleaching it and stuff and, like, do that now. And, like, my hair doesn't curl and I don't feel like I have the volume for, like, bangs and stuff. So I was like,
okay.
I'll just get a wig.
Oh, you know, genuinely could not even tell that was a wig. How about that?
Thank you.
and I do wiggage. So I was like, oh, nice job, nice flip, and oh, it's
You
beautiful.
get wiggy with it.
But I like your overall palette and the really deep blue
Thank you.
on your eyes, and how everything's just completely blended and glittery and just lovely.
Thank you. Yeah, this felt like a good
Yeah.
New Year's Eve
You want to
top.
get a hair clip?
I like this one too.
And you have a tiara. I see. All right.
It says Happy New Year.
Yeah. Makeup, hair, wardrobe for a long time. So
Thank you.
I like people when they have a look, and they're put together like that.
Oh yeah. Same.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a thankless job, but
Somebody has to.
all I
look
brought
good.
is coffee and popcorn. Somebody has to look good. Hello. Somebody has to do it. Because hate is gonna hate.
Exactly. Wait,
I don't know
what
if
do
you guys
12...
can see that, but that says queer.
Hmm?
And it's
Wait,
all like
show it again?
sparkly.
Is that like a hair clip? That's so cool.
It's like a metal long bobby pin. I got it off of Etsy. I love it so much.
I love stuff on Etsy.
There's a. I know. It is so great. Now I have this song "Hello, I Love You" by the Doors stuck in my head.
Hello, I love you. Won't you tell me your name?
Yeah,
How much
exactly
can you
that
sing
one.
without getting DMCA'd?
I mean,
you
I'm
can't get
pretty.
DMCA'd for doing your own covers.
If you're
Yeah, I
just
was about
singing,
to
you're
say.
fine. It's if you use backing tracks, like try to karaoke without using their Twitch sings, which is going away on the 9th.
Yeah, which is kind of bumming me out.
It's so lame because I wanted to get into doing that, and then I was like, no. And now
I used
they
to do
have
it a
bands.
bit.
I love singing this stuff.
I mean, I love singing too.
I try to sing along with Jake sometimes, but it's hard to get the sync to work.
Hey,
Jake detests me.
Discord.
Yeah, it's
Like,
Fuck.
even when it's just like Jake tries to play the backing track and I try to vaguely sync up, it's always like a couple notes off or a note off. The problem is it's not even consistent. And
Hey,
and
CNP,
especially
could
if-
you DM me a link to that? That would be awesome.
I think the only way you can get it to work is if the person playing the instruments is not the current streamer, and you're getting the perspective of the person that's singing.
Yep.
I think we could do that. That might be able to sound okay.
Yeah, it
Okay,
has to be one person broadcasting in, and whoever is broadcasting in, or whoever's like calling in, needs to set the beat, and then whoever is broadcasting has to sing with
Follow.
that beat, and that way
Yeah.
it will synchronize out because what they hear will then be what's broadcast.
And it's a lot easier to sing along to backing track than to try to match backing track to voice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, okay, good. My closed I forgot to
So,
open up
long
the
story
browser
short-
window that allows for closed captioning. So
Okay.
So long story
Now
short,
it's
Emileigh
back.
or Trekkie could sing along to something, and it would sound good on their stream. Just putting that out there.
I can sing along to something and it'll sound good on my stream, but only my stream.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a streamer's warning. This is a new one. People will come into your stream and post as if they were a bot, and they're sending a link for tips and donation, but it goes to their account.
oh
Wow.
fuck, that's
If your chat does not know any better and they click that, that's it.
yeah. Just FYI, the only bots I have on my stream is Nightbot. So, Nightbot and
Same goes to
Posada
me.
Bot.
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll show up when you start to have numbers to see if they can trick people.
Thanks for telling that.
They've just been
Yeah.
reported and banned, and hopefully you won't see it. But it
No,
looks
yeah.
just like a bot post. And if you don't look at the link carefully enough, right, you think it's your
Hello.
tip link, and it's not. Yeah.
There's also an account you should all block. I posted about it in general on this server, but that sent some special messages my way earlier today.
Yeah. Special.
After something.
Where did I put your
So-
laser toy?
I think that's a big help sometimes, is just having other streamer friends to tell you, like, hey, as a heads up, ban this account before it gets to your channel.
Yeah, block
Oh, hey,
or block
Emily.
it before it
What
even
is
makes
the
it
account
to the-
name? So I can ban it.
It's Juche Gang 2021. Though I know they have multiple other accounts they've
Hey,
used to
Emil.
harass Kezbox
Oh.
before.
I already banned them.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because they've been going around. Like, I've seen them in multiple people's servers and in channels, and then, yeah, they had this little like, because
They're harassing Pezbox.
yeah, well, and they're pissing off Dan Simpson earlier today, who's a friend of Kez and mine, and
Oh, I know
and
Dan.
so yeah, Dan
Or
Simpson's wonderful.
vaguely.
He's a good dude. And
People who have mechanical keyboards need to go in the gulag. I gave up a mechanical keyboard for an inferior keyboard because I respect both my and other people's sanity.
sorry, Trekkie.
And mechanical keyboards need to die because they are way too loud.
I disagree. I find them very nice.
Yes, well, that sort of degeneracy will not stand in my national anarchist paradise.
I don't super love having things called degenerate when it's something that I find helps with my sensory issues. So.
I'm obviously
Well,
kidding.
Technically, he's playing a mechanical keyboard right now.
Hey, I will have you know, I'm a proud degenerate.
Aw.
Hey, what's up, socialist audiophile? How you doing?
Yeah. We're all gonna. Yeah, my chat's coming in, I hope. Ooh,
Very
we had
cool.
this phenomenal debate training last night. It was awesome.
It was definitely an interesting panel.
Oh, yep, your panel went well, very well, but then people piled in for the debate training afterwards, and a second panel with Salamander Sweet.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then we
guys
ended
had
up
fun.
debating, training for debate with assisted suicide.
Oh, I think I
Oh,
heard
is
about
that that's the one that Doc Midnight did, right?
No, that's mine. I mean, it was
Oh,
just,
my bad.
we just opened it and 8 people sat down and we trained them in formal debate. It was intense. Oh my god, and it went on for 6 hours. It was awesome.
There, I put myself on push to talk just for Trekkie.
You are a beautiful human being. If I have to suffer with inferior keyboard, now everyone does. Trekkie's Stalinist art begins now. Maybe I shouldn't have banned that Juche account after all.
How do you spell that?
You spell it Awesome. No, it's Juche.
Oh, Yuka.
Gang.
Yuka.
Oh, is that how?
Oh,
Yuka 20. Yuka Gang 2020. Yuka.
Oh, I've only heard it pronounced Juche.
Me too. I thought it was
You-
I
like
thought it was
Juche
Juche.
gang,
I thought it
Juche
was
gang, Juche
specifically.
gang.
I thought it was Chinese.
No, it's
No, I'm pretty sure it's
You mean
Chinese.
Korean? Because, like,
Maybe I'm misremembering. Sorry.
it's
yeah,
the North
Juche is the
Korean-
official ideology of the
Yeah.
Democratic People's Republic of Korea, aka North Korea. Yes, the
I
definition.
think they managed to get blocked on my channel already, but
Yeah, the person supports Jason Unruh and Caleb Maupin.
Fuck.
if you look in the thing where they're sending me a bunch of BS, they state Jason's a real communist.
Oh, we had two that came in the other day that were saying that
Oh,
about my
no.
guest on the panel, and I was just like, I'll block you and give you a chance, but they kept going, so we banned them both, and then they ran over to another panelist crying. And I'm like,
They always
nobody wants you here, Rudolph. Get out, you know? I mean, I don't
wait.
ban. You have to really push a button to get me to ban you. You have to make the effort, okay? Ugh.
Yeah, you have to do very specific things. I have very specific rules about banning.
Me too.
Yeah.
Caleb Muppet because he looks
You
like
get
he's
one
made
or
of
two
felt.
replies.
Correct curses. But also offensive to Muppets.
Also offensive to Muppets.
But
I
yeah,
don't.
like
I don't know. He.
Burger King.
Oh no.
Burger King.
Oh God! I need to submit that to Bleep Bomb Ben's superlatives for the year for best meme. Is Jason on? Is Caleb Malpin's Burger King?
The way he says it, like he's like one like, Burger King, and then he does that like little smile he does where he thinks he's like. My favorite was like this so-called thought slime. You know, doesn't understand that the working class doesn't like slime. It's trying to get rid of slime. We don't want slime anymore.
That was so
So-called thought slime.
He really thought he was making a point too.
Respect
like-
from someone who hangs out with a fucking Nazbol and is probably a closet Nazbol himself.
Oh, gee.
He hangs out with the leader of the Nazgul.
Oh, even
Literally.
better.
And he's also at one like in his book, I think he states that he blames capitalism on.
Oh, really?
Definitely not a massive.
Okay, that's
fucking
literally a Nazi take.
late Nazi bullshit. Like, oh no, he has said so much stuff over the past couple of years, and I just find it funny when people are like, he's not a Nazi. He just keeps saying Nazi things constantly.
Except for the fact that Nazis hate capitalism not because it's bad and, you know, causes suffering, but because they think it's run by the Jews.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, that's not only like National Bolshevism is like a teeny tiny bit different than the NSDAP ideology. But like when you're going with I hate capitalism because the Jews, then it's like, no, you're not a Nazbol, you're just a Nazi.
Yeah, and also like
never forget that he constantly does like international bankers thing.
Oh, socialist audiophile come in with the hot takes. Slime is antithetical to the revolution, like mechanical keyboards. Couldn't have said it better myself, socialist audiophile. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Aronok. I'm not the one who said it. Don't blame me. I didn't say it.
I do believe that they are quoting you.
Can
I love
say
you, Lin Wu,
Yeah,
but
if you
mechanical
actually-
keyboards must be smashed. This is a prerogative of the revolution. Also, hello, Lin Wu. I would love if you. By the way, if any lovely content creator wants to come on down and say hi and hang with us, and you don't have the link, you do. DM me on the old Discord Reno, or Emileigh, or Aronok.
the Sesame Street characters are currently the property of HBO well,
Wait,
Did
fuck,
you
really?
own
PBS
them?
sold them to HBO?
No, I don't think they own the characters, or
Yeah.
they might own the property rights to the characters. The Creature Shop would still own the physical puppets. I'm not sure about that.
I think
Bubble Boy
all
coming
I
in with
know
more hot.
is
Bubble
that
Boy coming in with
usually
more
the
hot
Creature Shop.
takes.
Usually,
McK-
Jim Henson's Creature Shop holds on to their character rights with a lot of their.
Oh
properties,
no,
so
Sesame!
that-
They
I'm not
haven't
sure about
owned.
that.
Jim Henson's company hasn't owned the Sesame Street characters in like a long time.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
By the way, Bubble Boy, you're beautiful.
True.
Mechanical keyboards are the tools of the bourgeois. The real proletariat type in silence. For the words we say must be hidden from the larger public until they are ready to be unleashed upon the cultural scene. For any unrefined words might give the capitalist cause to clamp down. For the capitalists must know everything, and soon they will mandate mechanical keyboards for everyone, so no one is able to have their thoughts in silence.
Hello,
This is
Sargon.
the future that the bourgeoisie wants for you. Hey, Sargon of ACAB, how you doing? I'm sorry, these are just objective facts. I am simply reporting the truth.
Do you have a source on that, or is it just your personal feelings?
What? Well, actually, no, I do. It is the Trekkie 69 Institute for Bourgeois Research.
Hey,
No, it's
You
obviously an
defend your name.
objective fact. I don't know what you're talking about. The Trekkie 69 Institute was founded by someone else by the name of Carrie Redacted the 67th.
I love that we have an instrumental whistle version of the Alex Jones.
that's the theme song for 2020. Oh my god.
Hey,
Yeah,
Disco
yeah.
Rat. You understand it's true that you just studied the immortal
Smells real
science.
bad, man.
Hey, it's true, Bubble Boy. I agree. People would understand if they studied the immortal science of Marxism anti-mechanicalism. Also, thank you, Brian, so much for the Happy New Year. If you want to have time, we would always love to come in. If for some reason you live under a rock, thank you for the shout out. Probably shout out. Probably shout out. Guilty mechanical keyboard ignorance. Count yourself lucky that your ears have not been onslaughted by the counter-revolutionary sounds of the mechanical keyboard. It has been tolerated by the proletariat for long enough. Like the thing.
Trek, are you gonna stop?
Mute the mic.
I might just mute again. I might just go back to not having push to talk.
Oh, they're so sweet.
So fun.
I was playing with a mechanical keyboard as I worked out the other day.
Alex Jones here, playing with a non-mechanical keyboard because I don't like those mechanical keyboards. They're coming for me. I put on mechanical keyboards that make you gay.
Maybe we could do the retrospective and take a walk down memery lane for 2020. And what was everybody's favorite meme of the year?
That might come
Best
in
and
a
worst.
little bit with trivia. There is at least one meme question.
Awesome Blossom.
Awesome Bossum. Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for this trivia. I have so many questions.
Ooh, I'm totally down.
First of all,
I bet
how
I'll
dare
fail
you-
every one of them. Huh?
No, I was making my favorite joke ever from The Office is when they're interviewing Kelly, Mindy Kaling's character, for like a I don't remember, who's to say, and like her and the guy who she had an on and off relationship with, they're like, you know, like kind of like bickering with each other during this like interview. And he's like, do you have any more questions? And she's like, yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you? And like, that's like my favorite joke from The Office. So like, so I was just like, yeah, I have a lot of questions. I'm just adding the images that are gonna come up for the trivia game.
Oh, neat.
If anybody wants, maybe we could start that at like 9 or in 16 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta duck out right before 9.
All right.
I looked at that, like an overlay for the trivia game, and I never got it set up, so I want to see what it looks like.
Oh, is it like a Twitch thing? I thought you were just gonna like ask us questions. And I'm
was.
Okay.
Does Twitch have a better way to do trivia?
Yeah, they have a trivia overlay, or widget.
Wait, who does Streamlabs
Oh.
do that? Like, or would I have to?
Yeah. You have to go get it and hook it up and da-da-da-da, but...
CNP. What I would suggest you do is, since we're in the same time zone, stay up for roughly another hour and 15 minutes. I usually go to bed when I'm really tired around 11. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. You know, maybe like an hour and 15 to 2 hours at the most, and then go to sleep. I know when I go to sleep way too late, or like take a nap, sometimes it doesn't help. I mean, it's up to you. The fact that I'm just giving sleep advice on stream when I have fucking insomnia. You give advice and yet you have a thing? What, bad?
Where is Oddnot? He said he was gonna.
Bon appetit.
And he was like, "How do
Happy
I?"
New Year, Disco Rat. Disco Rat is here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's already next year for you, isn't it, Disco?
Ooh, the future.
My friend texted.
Oh no, he's coming to us from the future. We're gonna hear about what tomorrow brings. That's so weird.
Hey, yeah, what time zone is everybody in?
Well, Yugoslavia, Switzerland.
Fuck, I think that
We're Switzerland in UK and in America's Central Time.
I think I'm in EST, aka Best Time Zone, and I'm not sure if my dog is barking or like legitimately my dinner's here, but I'm gonna go check.
All right.
Carry on without me.
Carry on, my wayward son.
It's a random song I just thought of, but I don't that Jake would know the backing track to it.
My friend texted me, Belle Delphine makes $1 million a month. Jesus Christ. And I tried to respond with, Dear God, but I accidentally wrote Dead God. So, Nietzsche's...
Is that inaccurate?
That's a good Marxist.
Hey, Guardian! God's dead! Kill him! 5 people, that joke will make sense.
I'm gonna tell everybody on Twitter that we're gonna try shoot for trivia at around 9. Does that sound good? Jake, I know you're leaving, but...
Hi, Rye.
I will be back after trivia, and I will probably be making weird vegan nachos on Discord during the party.
Ooh.
Fun. I love how you describe them as weird.
Well, sorry, weird vegan nachos is like triply tautologous, I suppose. But yes.
I do believe that the vegan part originated it.
getting tired.
See, my sleep schedule, what it normally does, the instant I don't have a job, is holding exactly when I need to sleep. Because I had this week off. About 3 days in, I already had like a split sleep schedule where I was going to bed at like 3 or 4 a.m.
Yeah. Last
5
night I
hours.
didn't sleep until like
Right.
3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, but Lampe, I had coffee liqueur in my hot chocolate, and chocolate has caffeine. So you'd think that would help, right?
Thing.
God is dead and COVID killed him. I'm wearing a belt to try to like see if it's gonna keep my posture.
No. No.
It kind of is for my like middle part of my like waist, but
Well,
for
if
the
it's
rest
gonna
of
make you uncomfortable, it's not good.
it'll probably come off at some point. It's not like super
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It's just like I don't know, there.
I know my posture's crap since I've been streaming.
My posture's so bad. I got a thing today, a like seat cushion thingy though, which is good because like yeah, the chairs I've been sitting in have been killing me lately. I need a gamer chair or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
They're actually so good.
Gamer chair's like the hand of God, you know? You're just sitting in it.
I miss mine right now. It's one of my parents.
Nina! 99 groove panel. Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring the trivia up on the phone.
I don't know why this bigger one dick song.
Sneak peek. Ooh, trivia questions.
Someone to start picking up the contest. The account is posted 2020 year review. This is the episode titled Year of Hell.
Wait, who did what?
Star Trek minus context. Tweeted out the picture of the like title card for the episode Year of Hell with 2020 year in review.
Yeah, Year of Hell.
Oh, I still have to watch the
From
thing
Voyager.
the Netflix
Oh no!
Death to
Underneath,
2020.
someone responded to it with the episode Year of Hell Part 2 coming soon.
Oh no!
No! Not
Could you
again.
imagine if you woke up tomorrow morning and you were just going about your day and then at some point you realized that it was January 1st, 2020 and you had to like Groundhog Day the whole year?
I think I would curl up. I would just be done. Like if I woke up tomorrow and it was the start of this year, God, that would be horrid. I would still be with.
Hey, what did I miss?
99 red balloons.
The terrifying idea of Groundhog staying the entirety of 2020.
That was it. That's exactly what that was. Oh my god. Yeah.
Genuinely, that's the most terrifying idea I could think of right now.
So that was Groundhog Year, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
No, because
None of us wanted to pop our heads out because we went right back in. That's it. Nope.
Oh, I thought they were referring to Groundhog Year as in the movie with Bill Murray.
Yeah,
No,
every
yeah.
day it was Groundhog. Yeah, you missed it.
Year.
USA and small don't come much smaller than shoot.
Before we start with trivia,
Shoot,
I'm
what
gonna
are the chords? Yeah.
have some herbs.
Based?
As in, like, you know, 11 herbs and spices.
I don't think you meant anything else.
Yeah. I'm
What?
just gonna go, like, put some oregano all over my
Wait,
body.
what?
I'm gonna still listen to
You're
you,
gonna-
because I have my earbuds in, my wireless earbuds.
You're gonna put.
And when I get back,
Imagine your
Hi. Oh, hey.
we could do trivia.
imagine your Bluetooth actually functioning. For some reason, this computer, this computer's Bluetooth is weird,
Oh, really?
and I have
That
to
sucks.
plug in my speakers. I mean, or my headphones. I mean, it is what it is.
Curses, I want this shirt that you DM'd me.
This was a try.
It says, I'm pretty cool, but I cry a lot.
I'm
And that's a
making
mood.
note here, huge success. It's
Okay,
hard
I'll be
to
right back.
overstate
Everybody hold down the fort.
my satisfaction.
And enjoy
I don't
my
have
messed
to
up
cry over-
background.
Where's Mint Nerd? If both of you sat there together, that would be awesome. It'd be a concert.
The year because we can.
You should get Mint Nerd and waffles.
All the good of all of us, except the thousands and hundreds of thousands who are
Okay.
dead. But there's no use crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the plague goes on, and they sell us more guns for the people who are still alive.
The void dead realized just like how applicable that song is to the behavior of the American government.
I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. 'Cause I'm stuffed with drugs to moderate those behaviors. Torn to pieces. As long as I am allowed to commodify all the things I see as wrong with all the death around us. Look at me still talking when there's things to buy. When I look outside, I'm still amazed who hasn't died. So I'm glad I got sick. Yes, I'm glad we're stuck with this trick of people who are still alive. This is a 2020 song. "2020, just leave, please. Even though we'll still have to stay inside. Yet maybe we'll find some way out of this mess. Or maybe we're all doomed. That was a joke, haha, fight anyway. For all the good of all this cake, it's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's revolution to do. When I look out there, I wonder who will be true. There are things to get done, there is horror to be won by the people who are still alive. Yes, and somehow we are still alive. Yes, the bougie are often still alive, but the rats are all still somewhat alive. There are ideas and they're still alive, still alive. Yes, the Trump family is still alive. Somehow Mitch McConnell's somehow alive.
Somehow still alive.
Still alive, still alive. Just saying, there's still one Koch brother alive, still alive. And the year's not over yet, and he's still alive. That just got angry toward the end.
That's pretty cool. I love that. That was meta. Yeah, that was meta. All right.
Good. Sorry, this is really good.
Oh, what did you end up getting?
It's so delicious and moist.
And it came with rice. It also came with beans, but really the only, or green beans, but really the only vegetable I like is seaweed.
Interesting.
Huh? I think the main reason why I haven't gone vegan is because I just don't like the vast majority of vegetables. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. You know, I used to think, oh, I just like the taste of meat, and it's like, well, actually, no, I would be willing to give up meat. It's just I wouldn't have any alternative.
I feel like an extended period of work in the restaurant industry just slowly wore down my caring what things tasted like in order to have food to eat or something. Because of all the different stuff we had to deal with.
Damn, I love when I have revelations on stream. I'm like, well, actually, now this actually makes a lot of sense. Also, I've lost weight while well, I used to be on keto. Now I'm just on very low carb diet. I'm supposed to lose weight, especially in this fucked up image society that tells me I need to.
You don't.
I know. That's why I only in Face App they have a new feature where like you can see what you'd look like if you lost weight. I did that once. Kind of got depressed because I thought I looked beautiful, and I was like, no, fuck it. I am never seeing that again because I don't want to destroy my self-esteem.
I have a parasocial crush on somebody, and like everybody they date is so hot, and it's not like they would ever date me anyway. But I'm like,
I don't know, Emily. I thought no one would date me until recently, and now I have a partner and realize we're both poly, so like...
I don't feel like nobody would ever date me, but I don't know if I would be attracted to somebody who is also attracted to me. Which might be because I'm only attracted to like 5 people.
That's the Richard Iowati line. I can't respect someone who would like me.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait, Richard Iowati, the British guy. I was just watching Big Fat Quiz Show of the Year, which I haven't found as funny lately, but like when I was younger a few years ago, like that was the funniest shit I'd ever seen. Also, I have a story about Jimmy Carr that I'll have to tell at some point. But I was watching the Big Fat Quiz Show of 2020, which is where I got some of the trivia questions from.
Okay, I made my round.
And he says something about like Noam Chomsky being boring. Like, dead ass, he name drops Noam Chomsky. It implies that he's boring.
How dare he slander Daddy?
I know, I love Noam Chomsky.
He has a segment where he derails the opening of one of the shows one year just by talking about his plumbing problems and stringing it out for almost like a full 6 minutes before Jimmy Carr is able to reassert control.
Oh my god, Jimmy Carr has like no control
of the panel.
They're always like suddenly in the middle of it, like taking out something to eat, and like all of them get like distracted really by it. No, yeah, I was.
It's like Jimmy, you asked how I am, and I must say we've had a hard time getting the cold water pressure up.
I was working at Redacted Studio in LA, which actually, oh my god, a fellow bread tuber actually name dropped it recently, the particular company I worked for, and I wanted to comment something, but I didn't want to like dox myself, so this person's a mutual with me, so I messaged him being like, oh my god, you totally name dropped the company in Hollywood that I was like an intern for, and he hasn't responded, and I feel like it was a weird message. And he's probably like, what the hell? But when I was working there, Jimmy Carr was in the studio one day, and I didn't know he was going to be in, and I just walk out of the office, the intern office, and I see him, and I knew who he was, because I was like a freaking Anglophile, like, Doctor Who loving bitch who watched, like, all of the British panel
Doctor
shows.
Who's great.
It's been a while since I've watched it, but like, I love the British panel shows. I think they're so funny. And so I recognized him. I knew who he was. And he was like, can you help me with the Wi-Fi? And he's like trying to do it on his phone. And I was like, I'm holding these plates and it's Jimmy Carr. And I'm like a fan of his. And I'm just like, me? And he's like, yeah, you, can you help me? And I'm like, I'm holding these plates and I don't know what to do with them. So I just like go like, just keep holding them. I'm like, yes, how can I help you? And he can't get on the Wi-Fi because I'm going to dox myself a little bit. The lot I worked for, the large company, which, I mean, it's one of, like, 5, so, was the one that was hacked by a certain country for making a certain movie about, James Franco murdering their...
So the
Wi-Fi was really weird, because you had to, like, you put in your phone number and stuff, and since he was British, he couldn't do it, so he, like, couldn't call an Uber, and it was this whole thing. And then I go back into the intern
I
office.
actually do have to go.
Okay, bye.
I'll be back later. Bye.
So I go back into the intern office, and I'm like to the other intern, to my friend, I'm like, dude, I think that's like a famous guy from England. And she's like, really? What's his? And I'm like, I want to say his name is Jimmy Carr. And she looks him up and she's like, yeah. We were like, oh, cool. That's my story. You might also, if you really thought about it and really, you could probably figure out the specific company on that lot that I was working for in the story I just told about.
I already did, but I'm not saying. Sorry,
yeah,
everyone,
or I might tell
but
you on your own time if you're a mutual or a friend or whatever. Or at some point, maybe I'll say.
I actually do want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I'm curious about it, but yeah, private setting.
I'll tell you some other time. Yeah, wait. Is Adnan coming?
Mm.
I want as many people for the trivia.
Totally fair.
I think Adnan said that he would when he's ready.
By the way, I've been playing Disco Elysium recently, and today I felt so bad because the only way to advance in a mission was to act like a cop and threaten to arrest people, and I felt like absolute shit. But it was literally the only way that I could see to advance in the story.
That wasn't very Fallout New Vegas of them. I'm gonna say that now on whenever like
I feel like it was probably a specific choice.
What?
Like knowing that game, it was probably a very specific choice.
Mm.
Like they want you to do that, not because it's like, haha, we're going to take the choice away from you, but more to make a point or a thematic statement.
I thought you meant
it was also because It's because I also failed. It's also because I failed a lot of skill checks that for my skills were like. It was like a 10% chance of succeeding. So like I failed a bunch of them. So like it was almost predestined. Like I had to friggin' it. It's incredible. I mean, it's a very fun game. Like I literally, there's an option to literally play a communist. Unfortunately, it's a communist cop, but I made up for it by declining to arrest or even like charge this one person. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So I felt good about that.
But I'm so behind on my stream chat, but I love it so much. Oh, I said something about grown-up herbs and lamp. I said eat fistfuls of basil. I love basil.
Oh, Lynn,
though.
I have no idea if this is leftist theory trivia or not. I mean, if it is, we can just declare me the winner just
trivia,
right now.
So, Trekkie, you might struggle with some of it. Because it's just 2020
Oh, no,
trivia.
I probably will.
Also, leftist, theory isn't trivia, because it's, useful and important. Yeah?
I mean, is it? I'm being serious. How
you could,
relevant
or you could make trivia. You could
it?
be what year did the bread book come out or something?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't know the
That's
trivia
why it's
because
trivia.
trivia is literally useless information. But the important stuff you know.
I mean, I know a shit ton of Star Trek trivia.
Maybe I could really quickly add a 2020 Star Trek question for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Randy's, I agree that Noam Chomsky isn't boring, but with his, voice, I would say that he's really good to fall asleep to. Because he's interesting enough that, I'm listening. So, my brain, but it's not so interesting that, I can't fall asleep. And his voice just has that, quality that's, unintentional ASMR.
Disco Rat, if we did religion trivia, then I would lose even at Judaism. And also, I fell asleep last night to...
I would probably win.
I fell asleep last night to a recording of Malcolm X's The Ballad or the Bullet speech.
I haven't heard that, but that sounds like you'd get pumped.
It's really good.
No, yeah.
I mean, the man was an extremely
energizing.
talented speaker.
Yeah, I feel like in general, he's a very energizing person.
Yeah.
So I feel like that'd be hard for me to follow. But that sounds like a good idea to like wake up to.
I actually really want to read a transcript of a speech that Gene Debs gave in 1912 on stream. It's really cool, and I want to
He was on a
stretch my
stream in
acting skills a bit, if that's
1912.
okay with every...
That's what my brain interpreted that. I know that's not what you mean, but that's good that you're on good terms with your exes. I hope people can join. Somebody made a video that mentioned some things my friend said, and some people are upset. It's not important to say who these people are, but now my friends are bummed on New Year's Eve, and it's like, could you have not?
Yeah. I got into it. I got into a tiny level. Hey, what's up, Tier? I got into like a teeny tiny level of drama on Twitter when I posted that. Oh yeah, Aaron.
Oh, I saw that. Somebody said WCF, I love ableism now. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that was
never a cool thing to say. Even if you disagree, don't be like, "Ha, well, I guess I love ableism." Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't do that.
Well, what annoyed me about it is Trekkie presented something with multiple sources, good evidence on this, and Trekkie is someone who is specialized in knowing about this, and this person just came in and was straight up like, "Ha, ableism, good joke, ha." And that was their contribution. Not a rebuttal, not a disagreement, just straight up being an
there was a lot of like, haha, you're so wrong, it's wild, and nobody explaining how Trekkie was wrong at all. Nobody had an argument.
Yeah, everyone, and then of course there was Mindwaves, always the obvious best source. Literally quote tweets me saying something like, "If you're not my exact type of leftism, you're ableist." And I literally just replied to him saying, "Nice straw man, buddy."
Yeah.
Well, but you were talking about such a specific instance. Like you had cited sources about a very specific thing, which is generally agreed by the disability community to be ableist. And that's what annoyed me, was just this like dismissive response.
Was it
it was about the fact that I claim that or rather not I claim, I assert in the strongest possible terms that money and markets and commodity production are ableist.
Oh yeah.
Because they rest upon the commodification of humans and human labor.
Oh, that's
and
like
even if in this market
controversial take.
Oh well, even in this market socialist system. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. You're good.
No, it's fine. I just want to go. So commodity production and money and markets, as David Graeber explains in his phenomenal book, "Death: The First 5,000 Years," came about largely by the first commodification of the human being that also led to patriarchy. That is, bride wealth. And ever since then, money has represented, the commodification of human beings. And increasingly, that continued until capitalism came along and was like, then there was, of course, the various forms of... Oh, I could get into this whole history. Let me... the important part is that money is based off of the commodity, and markets are based off of not only violence of the state, because people need to be compelled to, use this bullshit thing we call currency, but it also requires the commodification of human beings and labor. And since disabled people can't labor as well, then, you're fucked. And then, of course, the reason why I say mutualism and market socialism and any commodity-based socialist organization is still ableist is because essentially it's like, okay, yeah, we don't die if we don't work, but if you still have money and have some sort of like UBI for anything else, what's the difference between that and the white man's burden of like, oh, we must uplift these savages, we know what's best for them? And it's essentially saying, nah, we're gonna give you this as a treat so you don't have to die, but you're still thought of as lesser than, because you get the basics but you don't have any luxuries because fuck you, you're disabled.
And the problem too is that it places
me or somebody.
It places
Tea bread. No.
need. non-existent needs.
for
So it places things like a lot of the elements of life that make life worth living as like not a need that needs to be interacted with. And yeah, I just what annoyed me is like even if you're gonna disagree with it, that's fine. Like, but actually have an argument. Don't just come in and upon hearing that something like that would be considered like ableist by the disabled community, your response is, "Oh, ableism good." Like
Yeah.
that's all you got to say for yourself, really?
Especially when,
Because
like,
at that
a lot
point,
of
I
us
just
have-
I don't know. It hits on like
a lot of us have
Sorry.
like
Yeah,
trauma
we don't want
over
your-
ableism. Like a lot of disabled people. So to like be like ableism is funny is like no matter what you're like responding to is just like a shitty statement in and of itself. Like
Yeah, and also not to mention the fact arts and money just continue the idea of accumulation. Like, I don't see the point of socialism if there's still commodity production. Like, okay, yay, the workers own the fucking tools to continue global warming via commodification. Yay, everyone gets to vote on their salaries and their CEOs. Better than capitalism? Yes. It's something that we should... And I think there's also this fundamental misunderstanding that, oh, market socialism is just a stage. And I'm like, well, then why the fuck are you doing the revolution if you're just going to have to do another revolution to overthrow this thing? Like, people don't seem to understand. You can't vote in socialism. Like, we're saying, oh, yes, you know, we must do this first stage via violent revolution. And then we will have market socialism. And then we'll have to do another violent revolution. Why do people think that in a market-based economy, just because the workers all own it, means that they, you know, choose to...
Yeah, and
Hey.
Also... No,
Also,
I can't
of
drag
course,
the other
the fact
person in.
that
I don't know why.
Oh, I
if you
can't
have
wait.
money for things like luxuries and you're a
There we go.
disabled
Hello.
person
Hello.
who can't, you know, do the arbitrary thing that people pay labor for, it's like that's inherently creating a hierarchy. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and it
part of why I'm like excited about the prospect of like fully automated luxury communism. Again, Truckee, we've like talked about this, and how like capitalists aren't going to hand it to us. We know that, but like I kind of feel like that's the only way that disabled people like really won't like kind of be resented. Thank you, Mr. Piece of Work. Because like I think that we need to minimize necessary labor as much as possible, because if it's necessary, even as much as we try to be like, you know, like educate people and stuff, like I don't know, I'd still fear like that resentment from able-bodied people over that whole like, oh, like they don't have to work and I do, when it's really like we